Welcome back. In this session, we discuss about the periodic classification of elements. As per NCERT CBSE 10th Standard Science Syllabus, let us first discuss about the introduction to periodic classification of elements. So, there are various theories are there proposed on the table, which is periodic table or classification of elements. The first one called Johann Daubernier triads. So Daubernier classified elements in the increasing order of their atomic masses into group of three elements called triads. So each triad, the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the average atomic mass of other two elements. So this is a theory he proposed first by the Daubernier, and the defect in this particular the theory was the element could not be correctly arranged into triads. So that was one drawback. So hence, this theory failed to propose. Then second theory came here, that is proposed by John Newlands, an English scientist. So arranged the known element in the order of increasing atomic masses. So and is called a law of octaves. So usually like a group of 8 elements he arranged, and it is known as a Newland's law of octaves. And due to some demerits, so this theory also failed. And then came the next theory called Mendeleev's periodic law. So Dmitry Mendeleev's periodic law. So Mendeleev periodic law said that the properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. So he also slightly followed the same rule, the arrangement of elements on the basis of atomic increasing atomic masses. But again this theory also become not feasible now. Then came the finally we have right now the what we call modern periodic table by Henry Moseley. So the modern statement of periodic table is that the properties of elements are in the periodic function of their atomic number. So these two person have proposed on the basis of atomic masses, but Henry Moseley proposed a theory the elements can be arranged on the basis of their atomic number. So in the modern periodic table, atoms with similar electron configurations are placed in the same column. So that is today what we use the modern periodic table is based on Henry Moseley. Then so this is the modern periodic table. So as you can see, the elements are there are 18 groups are there here. You can see the 1 2 3 4 so on here, right? So this block we call so again there are 4 blocks have been divided here into 4 blocks. The one called S block here, the first one called S block here, okay, and the second one called P block here, that is on the right side. And in the middle, as you can see, this is the yellow boxes here. So this block is called D block elements. And the last one we have bottom a green and the teal color combination, which is called F block elements. So that is called SPDF block elements. So let us move on, look into detail on these things. See, classification of elements and periodic table here based on these 4 different blocks here. One called S block, which is leftmost side 2 column usually. Then P block, which is exactly on the right side opposite. D block, which is in the middle of the table, and bottom we have a that is F block elements. So here the S stands for sharp, P stands for principal, D stands for diffusing, and F stands for fundamental elements. So on the basis of their arrangement and their visible look, so they have been named as a SPDF block. So we'll look into detail all these things one by one. So first let us look into what are those S block elements. The S block elements having only one electron in their S orbital are called group 1, or you can say alkali metals. So that means on the outer electronic configuration, that is valence electron is only one here, hence it is put into the first block called the S block. As you can see here, the hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, then francium. So these are all put into, and they have only one outermost electron, which is that is called valence electron. having 2 electrons filling their like s orbital are called group 2 or alkaline earth metals. So this block we call it as a s block elements. Now moving on, next one which is p block elements. The p block elements are found on the right side. So right side of the periodic table, they include like boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So these are all the families, that is like including noble gases here. As you can see here, like here boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and so the last one like group 18, so also called noble gas elements. Noble gas means they are completely non-reactive in nature. So noble gas have the like full p orbital and are non-reactive, also called zero group elements. So we also call them as a zero group elements because they do not react to any other metals. Then next one we have like d block elements. D block elements are the elements which can be found from the third group to the like 12th group of the modern periodic table. So here you can see from group number 3 to group number 12. So these are the d block elements, right? So first 1 and 2 are the s block elements, and from 13 to 18 are the p block elements, and in between, so in between s and p we have a, that is a d block elements. So here you can see group number from 3 to 12. The valence electron, valence means the outer shell, the outermost the shell electrons, valence electrons of these elements are fall under the p orbital. So d block elements are also referred to as a transition elements, or you can say transition metals we call. So then the next one called the last block, which is called f block elements, which is found to be like a bottom or the base of those like all these elements. The f block elements are the lanthanides and actinides series. So these are the two series we can found here, one called lanthanide and another one called actinide series. All called like inner transition elements because of their placement in the periodic table due to their electron configurations. The f orbital of the electron shell are filled with the n-2. So there is maximum of like 14 electron that can occupy the f orbital. So this is a just brief about the modern periodic table, and including the like 4 blocks like s, p, d, f blocks. So more on this, stay tuned to our channel. So thanks for watching.